I'd like to talk briefly about migrating from JavaScript 5 to JavaScript 6 and why it matters for your business, why it's important. We're in CodePen. You can see a different demo of what this is. I recorded it separately. What I want to talk about is this particular feature right here where CodePen allows you to choose a JavaScript preprocessor, and one of them is called Babel. So JavaScript version 6 has been defined, it's out, it has a lot of powerful features, but it hasn't yet been picked up by all of the browsers. So what everybody's doing currently is using this tool named Babel, which takes JavaScript 6 code and converts it into old JavaScript 5 code under the hood. So your programmers, your developers can be developing using the latest version of JavaScript and still maintain browser compatibility, since a lot of the browsers don't support JavaScript 6 yet. So in CodePen, just to demo, I'll choose the Babel engine here, and what you'll find right away is that JavaScript 6 is backward compatible with JavaScript 5, meaning if you wrote something in JavaScript 5 like I did here, it's going to work also as JavaScript 6. However, there are some things that we can do here to sixify this version 5 JavaScript, and that's what I'm going to show you now. I could do it by hand, or I could just take you to a website right here that promises to transpile the JavaScript 6 that I wrote back into JavaScript 5, or I'm sorry, the JavaScript 5 that I wrote into JavaScript 6, which is funny because then this tool that I just talked about is going to take the JavaScript 6 and convert it back to JavaScript 5 for running in the browser. But let me make the point here. I'll copy this JavaScript 5 over here, and it transpiles. You can see it looks almost identical. In fact, it's an identical number of lines, slightly different syntax. I see some fat arrows instead of functions here, and that has some technical implications, but your developer staff should be looking at this kind of stuff, because this is productivity right here. This is where developer productivity happens, and if they're not using the latest tools, they're at risk, you are at risk of reinventing the wheel. So we really want to make sure that we stay modern on all of the tools, and that your developers are also modern with all of these tools. So I can see a few changes here. I will grab this, and now just to prove my point, let me say that I'm not going to use any transpiler at this point, right? I'm just going for plain JavaScript, and watch what happens when I'm going to go to my debugging console here. When I paste in this version 6 JavaScript, that's actually really amazing that it works, because CodePen has somehow noticed that it's JavaScript 6 and it's automatically done it for me. What I assumed was that if I put none, it would not compile, it would not run it, but in fact it did. And if I change it to Babel just to be sure, it still runs. So that's funny. I just blew my demo with you, because what I wanted to show you was that the old JavaScript wouldn't work anymore. CodePen's too smart for that. Anyway, make sure that your team is using the latest tools. Make sure in particular that they're using the latest language helpers and shorthand helpers. There are all kinds of helpers out there to keep us from writing bare bones code. We don't need to be doing it.